Namaskar and welcome back to Ekaksha. My name is Zepolin Das and today we are going to discuss part 6 of lesson number 5, Robinson Crusoe. In today's session, we are going to discuss activity number 9, 10 and 11. So let's start with activity number 9. So in activity number 9, it says, let's read the words in the box aloud. So as you can see, there is a box here and there are 6 words in that box. So we are asked to read these words aloud. So let's read these words. The first word is dreadful, art, that, heavily, hard, deafening. Again, dreadful, art, that, heavily, hard, deafening. Now here it says, in the words dreadful, that, heavily, the combination of the vowel E and A is pronounced like the way the vowel E is pronounced in bed. So, ইয়াত কি বুলি কৈছে চোৱা এই word কেইটা dreadful. Okay, this word that and heavily. In these words, the combination of the vowels E and A. So, here these two vowels, in each word we can see these two vowels, they are together combined and produce one sound. Okay. And vowels, you know, already we know how many vowels are there? There are 5 vowels. A, E, I, O, U. So, E and A are vowels. So, these two vowels in these words are combined together to make one sound. And in case of these 3 words, the sound is pronounced in bed, A sound. Like we say in bed, the same sound, A sound, is there in these 3 words. Dreadful, A, bed, A, that, A sound, bed, A sound, heavily, A sound, bed, A sound. That same A sound of bed is there in these 3 words. Now again here it says, see, in the words art and heard. এতিয়া এইটো word চোৱা, art and heard, the pronunciation of the combined of the vowel E and A is like the pronunciation of the letter bird. ইয়াত bird word টোত I টো যেনেকৈ pronounce হয় ঠিক তেনেকৈ এই দুটা শব্দত art আৰু heardত এই combined E A এই combined vowel sound টো কেনেকে pronounce হৈছে like in bird আমি I টো যেনেকৈ pronounce কৰো অকমান মন দি শুনিবা art bird heart bird আৰু ইয়াতে কেনেকৈ pronounce হৈছে like the E sound. এই E sound টো নিচিনা হৈছে যেনেকৈ আমি bedত pronounce কৰো dreadful A bed, heavily A sound, এই E টো নিচিনা pronounce হৈছে তাৰ মানে ইয়াতো তোমালোকে একেই দেখিবা তাৰ মানে যেটো combined vowel sound which is E and A, this vowel sound is pronounced in 2 different ways like as in bed A sound and as in bird I sound. আৰু ইয়াত হেনেকুৱা কেইটামান শব্দৰ এক্সাম্পল আমাক দি দিছে তাৰ মানে আজি আমি এই এ কম্বাইন ভয়েল সাউন্ডটোৰ কেনেকে প্ৰনাউন্সিয়েচন হয় আৰু তাৰ যে দুটা বেলেগ বেলেগ ধৰণে প্ৰনাউন্সিয়েচন আছে হেয়া আমি শিকিলো তাৰ পিছত তোমালোকক কি কৈছে let's practice saying these words correctly তাৰ পিছত সেই শব্দ কিটা কি কৰিছে আমাক শুদ্ধকৈ উচ্চাৰণ কৰা প্ৰেক্টিস কৰিবলৈ কৈছে গতিকে মই উচ্চাৰণটো তোমালোকক শিকাই দিছিলো আৰু এবাৰ মই পঢ়ি দিও তোমালোকে মোৰ লগে লগে পঢ়ি যোৱা আৰু উচ্চাৰণটো শুদ্ধকৈ শিকিবলৈ যত্ন কৰা first one is dreadful art that heavily hard deafening okay now come to the next activity number 10 in activity number 10 it says let's learn some grammar look at the underlined words in the following sentences from the lesson so activity number 10 ত আমি অকমান grammar শিকিম আৰু আমাক কি কৈছে ইয়াত আমাক পাঁচটা সেন্টেন্স দিছে আৰু প্ৰত্যেকটো সেন্টেন্সতে কিছুমান আন্ডাৰলাইন ওয়ার্ডস আছে সো আমাক এই সেন্টেন্স কিটা পঢ়িব দিছে so come to the first sentence number A I was at the entrance into my cave so the underlined word is at and into number B I thought I would be buried alive if I stayed in the cave on any longer. So here the underlined word is in. Number C. As soon as I stepped on the ground, I realized it was nothing but a terrible earthquake. So here underlined word is on. Number D. I heard a deafening sound of a big rock falling into the sea. Number E, the tremors were stronger under the sea than on the surface. Now here at the bottom it says, see, words like at, into, in, on, under, etc. are called prepositions. So these words that we have underlined in these sentences are called prepositions. They are used to show the position of things in relation to another. So prepositions are those words that are used in a sentence to show the relationship between two things. Okay, so preposition is also a parts of speech. আমি যে আটটা parts of speech পঢ়িছিলো noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. So preposition is one of the parts of speech. So preposition কোনবোৰ শব্দ সেন্টেন্সৰ সেইবোৰ শব্দ যি শব্দয়ে সেন্টেন্সৰ বাকি শব্দৰ লগত ৰিলেশনশিপ দেখায় okay so ইয়াত হেকামে কৈছে they are used to show the position of one thing in relation to another so এটা বস্তুৰ position কি হ'ব আন এটা বস্তুৰ লগত ৰিলেট কৰি হেতু শব্দ হল preposition for example I was at the entrance into my cave so where he was at his cave so the at preposition it shows that he was at his cave so the relation of I and cave is established by and his position is established by this word at and which is a preposition so itia ami preposition ki buji palu amak itia eta activity dise now fill in the blanks with appropriate preposition from the box to complete the sentences. So we can see few sentences here at a box with some preposition. So we have to complete these sentences using the appropriate preposition from the box. Okay, let's read. Here the prepositions are in, on, at, under. So এই চাৰিটা প্ৰিপজিশ্যন লৈ আমি এই খালি ঠাইখিনি কমপ্লিট কৰিব লাগিব আহাচোন আমি পঢ়ো One day Robinson Crusoe was walking dash the shore এদিন ৰবিনসন ক্ৰুছই কি কৰি আছিল shore সাগৰৰ পাৰত খোজকাঢ়ি আছিল এতিয়া ৰবিনসন ক্ৰুছই খোজকাঢ়া আৰু সাগৰৰ পাৰ তাৰে যেটো ৰিলেশনশিপ কোট খোজকাঢ়ি আছিল সেই জাগাটো দেখাব লাগিলে ইয়াত থকা preposition খিনি দেখাব লাগিব তাৰ পিছত কি কৈছে so suddenly it started to rain Robinson Crusoe had to take shelter dash a tree গছৰ তলত shelter লৈছিল এটা গছৰ তল যে সেই তলত শব্দটো কোনটো preposition হেতু আমি দেখাব লাগিব after some time the rain abated he looked dash the sky there were still a lot of black clouds dash the sky so আমি এতিয়া যেতিয়া কমপ্লিট কৰিম আমি এই কেইটা প্ৰিপজিশন আমি খালি ঠাইত বহাই দিছো সো এতিয়া ৰিলেশনশিপটো এস্টাবলিশ হৈছে নে নাই আৰু পজিশনটো দেখাইছে নে নাই One day Robinson Crusoe was walking on the seashore ক'ত খোজকাঢ়ি আছিলে seashore on the seashore Suddenly it started to rain. Robinson Crusoe had to take shelter under a tree. গছৰ তলত ক'ত shelter লৈছিলে under গছৰ তলত After some time the rain abated and he looked at the sky. আকাশলৈ চাইছিলে So ক'ত চাইছিলে Look at the sky. So sky আৰু lookৰ relationship to establish কৰিছে There were still a lot of clouds, black clouds in the sky. So, clouds code as a sky does so in the sky. So, আজি আমি preposition, grammar of preposition শিকিলো. Preposition কোনবিলাক শব্দ? সেইবোৰ শব্দ যে sentence এটাত যিকোনো বস্তুৰ অৱস্থান তাৰ situation টো বুজায় আৰু relationship টো দেখায়. Okay? Now, come to the next activity. 11A. Read the following expressions in the cards. So, as we can see, there are few cards and some expressions are written in each of the cards. These are some expressions that Robinson Crusoe used while narrating the earthquake. So these expressions are those expressions that Robinson Crusoe used to narrate the earthquakes. Let's look at this expression. First one is all of a sudden. In the second card, tremors. Third one, shocks. Powerful. Out in the open. Shook terribly. Destroyed. Sick in the stomach. Measure shocks, 3 shocks in 8 minutes distance. So, all these expressions that are written in these cards are the narration of Robinson Crusoe about the earthquake that he had experienced in that island. Now, আমাক কি কৰিব কৈছে চোৱা in 11B, now take ideas from the expressions given in the cards to write a few sentences about what happens when an earthquake occurs. Use the verbs in the simple present tense. So, আমাক কি কৰিব কৈছে সেই এক্সপ্ৰেছন বিলাকৰ হেল্প লৈ আমাক এটা পেৰাগ্ৰাফ লিখিব কৈছে সেই পেৰাগ্ৰাফটো কিহৰ ওপৰত হ'ব যে আৰ্থকুৱেক হলে কি হ'ব আৰু আমাক সেন্টেন্সবোৰ কি টেন্সত লিখিব কৈছে সিম্পল প্ৰেজেন্ট টেন্স মানে বৰ্তমান সিম্পল প্ৰেজেন্ট টেন্স আমি কেতিয়া ইউজ কৰো when some activity happens in the present or to describe something. Okay, so here we are describing earthquake, so we are using simple present tense, and in simple present tense the verb remains in its present form. So itia moi tumalokok eta paragraph likhi uliaisu তোমালোকে নিজৰ ভাগে সেই এক্সপ্ৰেছনখিনি ইউজ কৰি এটা পেৰাগ্ৰাফ লিখিবলৈ চেষ্টা কৰিবা মই যিখিনি লিখিছো এবাৰ পঢ়ি চোৱা you can take the help of this paragraph okay and here we have written the sentences in simple present tense okay let's read the paragraph when an earthquake occurs all of a sudden powerful tremors come the ground shakes terribly and people run out in the open. Major shocks destroy houses and buildings. Sometimes there are 3 shocks in 8 minutes distance. People feel sick in the stomach because of fear. So, as you can see, আমাৰ এই কাৰ্ডত যিখিনি এক্সপ্ৰেছন দিছে সেই এক্সপ্ৰেছনখিনিয়ে আমি এই পেৰাগ্ৰাফটো লিখতে ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিছো সো তোমালোকেও এনেকৈ পেৰাগ্ৰাফটো লিখিবলৈ ট্ৰাই কৰিবা so that's all for today see you again in the next class till then take care and have a nice day